Hi, everyone. I hope that your day is going so good so far. My name is Caitlin. I am the provider service and sales rep for Smile Perfected, and I want to thank you for taking the time out to watch this training presentation. We are happy to welcome you as a new Smile Perfected provider, and we look forward to helping you create a great whitening experience for both your team and for your patients. Now, if you have received your light to the practice, I hope that you were able to get everything set up okay. If you haven't received it yet, don't worry, it'll be coming to you shortly. And if you need any help with the assembly of the light, I will be more than happy to send you a video that we recorded to help with step-by-step instructions on how to get that light assembled. So if that's something you need and I haven't sent it to you yet, feel free to reach out to me and I'll be happy to help you out with that. The call today is going to take place in three different parts. The first part is the clinical in-office treatment. Then we will talk about results, and then we will talk about the hybrid system, the take-home aspect. It is all about continued care. So if at the end of this training session, if there are any questions that you come up with that have gone unanswered or that we haven't talked about, feel free to either give me a phone call or reach out to me via email, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you may have. So before we start talking about the clinical side of things, we're going to first talk about Smile Perfected and who we are, how we came up with it. So originally, we were actually a dental office ourselves, and the name of the dental practice was Smile Perfect. And at the time, we wanted a whitening option that patients would love that easily incorporated into our practice workflow. So we invented Smile Perfected. Well, how did we do it? We sat down with our team and we designed a whitening system that overcame every objection that they had with the current treatments that we were doing. They didn't like making custom trays, they didn't like hurting the patients with extremely caustic gels, and they also didn't want to take up a ton of the valuable chair time. So we knew that we needed to make something that worked, and we did. So why does it work? Well, it works because of the Prophy Plus experience. When creating Smile Perfected, we discovered that the best placement for it was in hygiene. We could use a less caustic gel and we could still get great results. Once the teeth are clean and the pellicle layer was removed, the gel breaks down with the heat of the light from hydrogen peroxide down to hydroxyl molecules. They are the only thing that is small enough and strong enough to get through to the enamel and to clean it. We like to say around here you have to clean the windows to see a good reflection. That's where the brightness of a smile comes from. So our team would present Smile Perfected to patients by asking, would you like to get a brighter and whiter smile in 20 minutes with no sensitivity? And they started to say yes. So next we're going to talk about what is inside of each kit. If you want to go ahead and grab a kit just to kind of go through it as we're talking about what is inside. The first thing you'll see is the pre-filled tray. It comes in a silver pouch, which is sealed with argon gas, which is an inert gas. It keeps the gel inside super fresh. The gel is a 25% hydrogen peroxide mixture. It has potassium nitrate to lower sensitivity within the teeth. It has menthol for a cooling, numbing effect on the patient's gums. And it also has spearmint flavoring inside as well. There's 2 vitamin E lip swabs, which are used prior to the procedure. You'll see essential oil lavender towelette, which gives the patient a wow finish to their appointment. There's the 2 milliliter 22% carbamide peroxide take-home pen. There's take-home care instructions for the pen included for the patient to read afterwards. And there's also a lip balm with aloe and SPF 15 in there as well. Now that we know what comes in the kit and what's inside, we can talk about the chairside treatment process. So your patient has just finished up with their cleaning, they're in the chair and they're ready to go. Before treatment, the kit should be at room temperature. So if you're storing it in the refrigerator, you'll want to pull it out about 30 minutes prior to their appointment. The patient will be sitting in the chair and you'll want to make it at a 90-degree angle. This is to avoid the patient choking on their saliva. There is no prep time and no blackout of the gums. You will apply the vitamin E oil to the patient's lips and you'll insert the tray. Now, when you're inserting the tray, your patient will automatically want to open up real big and bite down as if they were getting impressions taken. We don't want them to do that. We want them to slowly slide up the lingual ramp to keep the gel focused on the occlusal side of the social 6. So as you can see in this picture here, when you're holding the tray, you can hold it with your thumb and your middle finger and use your pointer finger as a guide to kind of move the patient's lips out of the way once you're putting it into the patient's mouth. Once you've inserted the tray, you'll then want to place the goggles on the patient and adjust your light to be directly in front of their teeth. You can do this by moving around the neck of the light. It is designed to be flexible, and the wheels make it very easy to be moved around the operatory. You will want to avoid using the head of the light to position it because if you crank on it too much, it can kind of come out of place or disconnect. So you really want to focus on using that neck to make sure it's in the correct position in front of the patient. The light does have two settings. It has a high setting and a low setting. And those who you determine may be a little bit more sensitive, you'll want to use the light on the lower setting. The light also has a timer. It is automatically set for 20 minutes. You'll start the timer and they are now hands-free. So during this time, you'll want to, come into the room, check on them, give them a thumbs up every 5 minutes if you decide to head out. But at this time, our team used to start setting up the operatory for the next patient. You could update patient notes. You could even check things like sterilization. It's really up to you. So once treatment is completed, you'll want to have two 2x2 gauze or dental cotton rolls. One is for your patient to clean up, and the other is to help wipe their tray out. The gel is very thick, so it will stick to the patient's teeth. And so in order to get the excess off, we use that to wipe that off first, and then they can go ahead and rinse as they normally would. And then once you're over at the sink and you're wiping out their tray, keep that tray, don't throw it away. That does become the patient's take-home tray. Once the patient is ready and has cleaned up, you will then give them the lavender towelette. The towelette makes us distinctively different from other whitening, and its purpose is for them to remember you. It contains lavender essential oils, and it was designed to give the patient a wow finish to their appointment. Scent is the #1 trigger for memory, so every time that your patients smell lavender outside of your practice, they will think of the time that they got Smile Perfected. So now we're going to talk about results. Now this is where offices either typically fail or they succeed with Smile Perfected. We have offices that love us and they're doing 50 to 60 whitenings a month. So we want you to set yourself up for success and we're here to help you out every step of the way. Smile Perfected is a great value to your patients. So you don't want to pull out a Vita shade guide and try to predetermine how white a patient's teeth will get just because it's impossible to guess based on their physiology. So you want them to know that even one shade whiter is a success. Most patients typically fall between 3 to 5 shades. So you want to get your patients excited and remind them that whitening is all about the in-office treatments in combination with take-home maintenance. We want naturally brighter and whiter teeth. So as you can see here in this picture, this is one of our patients that had Invisalign. As you know, with Invisalign, you're wearing those trays constantly. So once she was all done with treatment, she got Smile Perfected performed and she had great results. And these are results that you can see, but you don't want to predetermine that this is exactly what will happen every time with every single patient. So now we'll move on and talk about the take-home care. We all know that teeth will start to fade back over time. And our patients used to get upset when they would pay, $500 for extreme in-office whitening like Zoom. And then a week later, they would go to, a wedding or an event and they drank red wine or coffee and their teeth started to fade back. So we would then offer them a take-home pen that they could buy on top of that $500 they already paid for Zoom. And that didn't go over very well at all. So we knew that with Smile Perfected, that fade back is going to happen. And that is why we included the take-home pen for them to be able to maintain their smile until the patients are ready to get Smile Perfected performed in the office again. So that in-office tray does become the patient's take-home tray. They will have the 22% carbamide peroxide brush-on pen, which is completely safe for at-home use. The pen twists up from the bottom and you'll remove the top and then the gel will start to come out of that brush tip. Before the patient applies it to their teeth, they will brush first and thoroughly rinse, and then apply that gel to the Social 6 front teeth and insert that tray. They can keep it in for up to 20 minutes, but you'll want to make sure that you go over these take-home care instructions with the patient, or they at least know that they're in there and so that they'll be easily able to whiten at home and contain maintenance. It can be used every 3 to 5 days. And the lip balm is included within there for them to also have healthy lips because if they have healthy teeth and healthy gums, healthy lips is always a bonus as well. So the next thing that we actually offer for you guys is a free pen promotion. So this is to help you grow your online presence organically. A lot of patients don't leave the dental office and post pictures of their fillings or their crowns that they just got placed. So the goal of this is, for your patients to get their in-office smile perfected whitening done. Take a picture and post a selfie of their new smile on either Facebook or Instagram, and then they're going to tag Smile Perfected and your dental practice as well. And then once they're all done with that, they'll email a screenshot of that post to our customer service email, and we will actually send them the whitening pen directly. So you don't have to give up any of your inventory. So they'll get an additional pen for free just for sharing a social post. All right, so we got your back. Office training is officially done. Thank you for taking the time out to go through this training presentation with me. The next step will be office team whitening. Try it for free, have a whitening party on us. We want everybody on your team to get comfortable. We do offer full-time customer support, which is me. If you ever need me, I'm here to help you. We have a free online dental academy. We're always doing special promotions, so if you would like to join our newsletter and stay up to date on deals and promos, you can reach out to me and I can help send you the sign up page to get you into that. We also have hassle-free online ordering, so if you haven't created your online account, go ahead and do so. And we also have a free light promotion. This is great if you guys, are really doing well with it and you would like to have an extra light in the practice. If you order two 12 packs, we'll actually give you a light for free, so you don't have to pay for any capital equipment. The last thing is our unparalleled marketing support that we have. We do a lot of customized things where if you would like a flyer with your office logo added onto it or a specific, flyer for the holidays, we can make things for you. We also offer consent forms in whatever language that you may need. So if you have a highly popular language in your area, we're happy to help you make consent forms for whatever language that is. Again, thank you so much for taking the time out to watch this training presentation. If you have any questions or anything, please feel free to give me a call or send me an email and I'll be happy to assist you in any way that I can. Thank you so much and have a great rest of your day today.